What's happening? What is going
Okay.
on?
Oh, damn.
I didn't really understand.
minutes.
Oh, okay. Ryder said, I just did free Palestine. Please, man, shut the fuck up. Go to Palestine if you got the balls. Eh, bonjour, France. Vive les France. Petit pouton.
Oh,
Pouton de merde. Palestine de merde. Pouton de petites de merde. Palestine de petites poutons. Okay. It's all
let me
okay.
play some.
It's always fun to watch a little bro Pally get tossed.
Oh, I'm a bit.
Never hurts.
I'm
Always really
898.
good
That's
stuff.
not
Shout
bad,
out, jump
but
to the next
whatever.
clip.
It's not bad.
I don't really have great commentary on some of these clips. You know, sometimes these clips come in, there's not much. You just enjoy the pouton, petit pouton.
BT?
Let's see the next clip. This is from a YouTube channel called Laudits. Laudits. Lies division of anger as Southampton explodes.
Yeah, I got it, guys.
Oh, I love this. You can shove your Palestine up your hole.
It's ass, and he's thick.
Shove your Palestine. Shove your Palestine up.
Maybe it is
I
shallow.
love this.
Apparently, guys, there are a group of Muslims up here, or Indians, I should say, I don't know, might try and be causing it. So we've got some meat wagons here, there's a riot van as well.
That was his problem, and he caused the problem, and I don't think. Oh, that's crazy. I wouldn't think that would have happened either. I might have done that too, by accident. Damn, it's the other audio is pretty loud. Nice.
Oh, we got an audience. We got an audience.
We're not racist. We all live in Southampton. We're multicultural. We're here to stop illegal men.
Nice.
Oh, we're not. We're waiting for our lot. Why don't you go back home? What are you doing here?
I just want to say, well, I don't co-sign everything these people are saying.
What?
I've said this and I've said this again. The shitty behavior of Western Muslims, the shitty behavior of a large portion of the UK Muslim community, and it's been very unfortunate that that's the situation. But like the shitty behavior that they keep engaging in,
I can't do anything with no boost,
the
I'm
uplifting
sorry.
of jihadist
And
rhetoric,
like,
jihadist mentality. This is what gets you this. Eventually, people are gonna break. Shabbat with them. They're done. They got nothing left in them anymore to be nice, to support. And imagine, Tommy Robinson talks about this all the time. You're such a small percentage of the UK, and this is how much hate, division, pain you're causing people. You're such a small part of the UK. You're like, I think it's 5%. What happens actually when you become 10% of the UK? You guys don't have the responsibility, the UK Muslim community. You have not been responsible enough to look out for your own community to avoid situations like this from happening. And this isn't me victim blaming. I'm saying you guys are not victims in the situation. You need to shape up. You need to come together.
We're getting our crowd up together, so there's no vulnerable people at the back.
I need to get the traffic moving as
We are.
well.
We are.
There's people still moving at the moment. I need to get the traffic moving.
Who's
Oh.
street? Who's street? Who's street? Stop the boat! Stop the boat!
We got a bit of a
what is he doing?
delay for him. Well, I think I've seen you before.
What are you gonna do about it, big man?
Okay, whatever. I'm not forfeiting because it's 1-3 and there's a lot of time left.
We've got a crowd gathering to follow on both sides.
I'm not giving anything. Okay, good. He didn't give in either.
Cheers, mate. I don't know what his problem is.
What are you doing?
Tell the nation! Tell the nation!
My teammate isn't being helpful, and I feel like it's
I
because
want to say
he's
that videos like
hopeless.
this don't make me happy. Like it's sad to see that this is
Oh,
the state
actually,
of
he
the UK
is.
now. It's sad to
He's
see that
just
their government has
failing now. I
betrayed
don't
them to
know.
the point where
He's trying to
shitty
help
Islamic
them.
behavior by Muslim migrants to the country, even Muslim-born citizens, has caused such a rift in the society. It really is sad to see it. Because the UK that I know is a very, very lovely place with really kind-hearted, good people. Not bad people. These are good people. These are good white folk. I'm not joking. I'm being honest. I've spent a lot of time in the UK. I like the people of the UK. They're good people. Yeah, maybe they're a little antisocial. Maybe they're a little awkward. Yeah, maybe if you try to hug them, it's not the most common thing in the world, so they get a little bit weird about it. And that's okay. One of my favorite activities for a while was hugging British people because they never knew how to fucking react. And I like that. But this is sad, man. This doesn't make me happy. This doesn't make me happy. And this is the problem. If the UK government, Keir Starmer, and this shitty government that they have, don't take care of this issue, this is going to bubble up to a point of no
This is
return.
annoying.
And I fear that what happens then
Whatever.
is either the Muslims, even the good Muslims who live in the UK, will get a really
What?
short end of the stick.
Down. I'm
Because it just, at a certain point, you can't control. At a certain point, equal rights, justice, all that stuff goes out the window. At a certain point, when people get tired and they're had enough, all that shit, morals, values, they all go out the window. So you got to try to stop that before that happens. You got to try to make peace. You got to try to quell the shitty actions of your community and the ideology of your community that keeps uplifting shitty voices and shitty behavior. You gotta try to quell that now. This is a fascinating clip, but it's very
Is
sad.
2v2 like probably the hardest game mode for me?
Let's see. if anything else.
Probably. Damn, how did I miss?
Yeah.
That was too exciting.
General, look how racist everyone is.
You found him, hold on,
Look at the racists here. Yeah.
Racism in action!
And the black face of white supremacy.
Damn, how did I miss that?
Oh, we got undercover cops as well.
Curious if anything else interesting happens in this video.
Is that?
Well, listen, while I don't co-sign everything they say, good for the citizens of the UK who are standing up for their country and fighting back.
I don't know what
against
he
this.
was
Like
doing.
I've
I
said
had
a million
nothing
times
to do
before, I
with
don't have to
that.
co-sign what these people say, but what I will say
So,
is if you keep
I
backing
didn't
your shit,
realize you can do
eventually
that.
the pendulum's going to swing. The tolerance, the moderation, all that shit's going to swing back. And it's
Oh.
going to fuck you. It's going to fuck your face. It's going to fuck your face, man. It's going to be horrible. It's not going to be good for you.
That
It's
travel.
not going to be a good experience for you. For
He
your
looks
family,
better than
your
he
kids.
used
It's
to
not gonna be
before
great
he
for any
got
of
to
you. It's
be
gonna
honest.
come in and it's gonna fuck your face, and you don't want that. You don't want
I
that.
don't know what
You wanna
happened
have
to
a good
his
life.
face, but
You're
it
a
looks
guest in this
better
country.
than it used
You are
to.
not a citizen. I mean, you are a citizen, but you are a guest in that land. The same way if a white person immigrates to any Arab Islamic country in the world, you would never treat them as your equal. Sorry, this is the reality. You aren't 100% equal in these places. I, as a Jew, will never 100% be equal in places like America or the UK. That's not the reality we live in. You're not from there. You are a guest in that land. You better start acting like a guest. You better start respecting. You better start. You better respect the way of life of the people who are from there. You can't come and amend things. All right, this is a Infowars clip. I believe this is a pretty old clip. Alex Jones crashing the Young Turks. I think I remember this from long ago.
Back on the Young Turks. Obviously, a little bit of commotion here. As Alex Jones and a guy significantly worse than him entered the stage here.
Why does Cenk look so scared?
They're right here to the left. There's chains.
changes in demographics is that he wins white males in such overwhelming numbers.
Alex is
that
hunting.
it overcomes every other demographic advantage Hillary has. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Hey, you looking sexy?
All right.
Hey, how's the revolution going? You guys starting the revolution?
We are indeed, Alex. The revolution is afoot. Welcome to the Young Turks.
You know what's wrong with America is not?
I am going to restore American democracy along with progressives and conservatives in this country.
All right, well, I gotta tell you, I am really, really proud to be here with you. It's good to meet you in person. I don't think How are you guys doing?
We're doing okay.
You like all our Hillary for Prison shirts everywhere?
No, I
Wait, what did I do? I think I helped somehow.
What shirts are they? I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, I pushed them out of the way, but I didn't mean. I don't know why I did it. But it was really helpful, so that's good.
All right, guys. Okay. Here,
Look at this.
let me
I got
see.
a new shirt for you right here. It's rape. It's Bill Clinton that says rape. Oh God, hide that immediately. That's the big no-no that Roger Stone's banned.
All right, you want to take my show over? I'll take your show
Sure,
over.
go ahead.
Okay, you know what? Who does this kind of shirt? First of all, a sick guy. Second of
Bill
all,
Clinton's
you
not
know,
a rapist, folks.
No, you know who's accused in
Get
court
it, Stone,
papers.
come on.
You know who's accused in court rape.
Here he
papers
comes.
of being a rapist.
Here he comes.
Donald J. Trump.
The genocidal Turkish maniac inside of him is coming out right now. Watch the transformation.
You know who's accused in court rape papers of being a rapist? Donald J. Trump. By Donald Trump, Roger Stone. You know that. It's in court papers.
Oh, yeah?
And you're a sick dude, Roger Stone.
Hey, I want to have a rant off with you right now.
Damn, really?
Give you a hatchet job. A job
I had to
here.
do that.
You're a sick man, Roger Stone.
Roger,
No,
get in
you're the world's
Well, get him
biggest
in here.
liar.
Get him in here.
Didn't you admit that you lied about Elliot
Get up here
Spitzer?
right now.
Didn't you already admit that,
You're
you
not
piece
afraid of him,
crap?
are you?
You're
You're
a
not
piece
afraid of him. Get him in here.
And first of all, Alex, this ain't your fucking show.
I don't know.
Okay? And
Oh, so you're
Roger,
afraid to
it
debate
certainly
him?
ain't your fucking
Are you
show.
afraid to debate him?
Okay. Afraid? Are you kidding me? No.
Where's Anna Kasperi? She's gonna come out of the woodworks in a second.
That's the dumbest clip.
Roger, don't go. He wants to debate you right now.
I'm not going to debate this guy. You're a hatchet man. I don't know why anyone in the media takes you seriously. All you do is lie. You're known as the biggest liar in media. You're the biggest liar
Oh,
in
no,
media.
Don't get too mad.
Then we have a diamond too here.
He's actually mad. You're actually
He's not even a good diamond too though. He's a 905 diamond, which is right on the border.
Hey man, nobody watches you. We know nobody watches you. You need the
Saudi
ratings.
Arabians aren't funny enough. Your little jihad.
Hey, first of all, let me explain something, all right? Okay, this is bullshit. Hold on. Saudi Arabia, you dumbass! We talk about that all the time. We talk about that all the time. You don't know shit. What do you think? The lizard people are in charge? Is that what you think?
Hey, you're pissed.
Bilderberg?
In your ass.
Is that what you
You're
think?
the anti-liberal and you're pissed.
Bullshit.
We're being nice here.
I care about the American people.
You're the one flipping out.
No, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
What the fuck? What a fucking
I got it, guys.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Did you spit in his face? Right here. Did you spit in his face?
What?
Right here. Did you spit in his
Okay.
face? I'm asking you, did you spit in his face?
It's crazy. He doesn't belong in Diamond 1 or 2.
We're just here. I hear the Young Turks want to interview us by one of their people. They bring us
He's
over.
2, I think. He doesn't belong in either though.
Get up there and they like to spit in my face and attack me. And they're like trying to say we did something wrong. It's crazy.
As much as Alex Jones is an unhinged kind of piece of shit, that shit was very entertaining. I remember watching that years ago. Oh man, Cenk, I don't understand how Cenk has a career, but I guess that's what it is, right? When you polarize enough and you just yell your way through everything, eventually you get a platform for it. It's very fascinating. I gotta be honest with you. Next, gosh darn meme. Wait, I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move my cute little face up here, so you got you don't have to wait. Look, I'm gonna move myself up here, so you don't look chase me around the screen. Okay.
Can't believe I didn't save that. I could have easily saved that. I thought it wouldn't go in, and I thought I would
little
get it.
titties.
Both of
Calm
those
down,
things
you
were
beautiful little Judean titties, ladies and gentlemen. Calm down, those beautiful, god darn Zion titties, ladies and gentlemen. Calm down. All right. Prem Attacker says new Bill Nye and No Kings in DC on Gaza. You know, I genuinely don't even know what the whole No Kings thing is. I keep hearing about it. Here's the problem with me. I'm a little retarded, and I sometimes when I just don't care about something, I don't research it, and I need to. So let's see what AI says, because I really don't know. This is Google AI.
Wait, we might
What
win.
the fuck is No Kings? The phrase No Kings refers to a recent grassroots movement protesting the actions of the Donald Trump, of course.
Yeah, that's what I
That's what
thought.
it was. Donald Trump administration, which organizers describe as an increasingly authoritarian. The slogan, which first gained widespread attention in June 2025, has become a rallying cry for activists who advocate for democracy against unchecked power. The origin: the first No Kings Day protests were held on June 14, 2025, coinciding with Trump's 79th birthday. Okay. The slogan means No King explicitly rejects the idea of a single ruler with absolute authority, framing the protest as a defense of American democracy against.
What a
Damn,
save.
but it's kind of weird because this No Kings movement is, I'm sure, very pro-Palestinian and pro-Arab, correct? Which, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the entire Arab world is made up
That's a good shot, though.
little fucking
Like a
monarchies
crazy shot.
where one single ruler has all the power and the people have lost everything. So, kind of doesn't really make sense to be pro-Palestinian. And I'm assuming that a large part of this movement has stemmed out of the fact that Donald Trump has started deporting people who, I don't know, support fucking terrorist groups in America. That makes sense to deport them. That's just it's a very logical thing to do. So I don't know if you're against the idea of a king with all the power over you. I don't know. Maybe start with the Middle East. I'm just saying, there's a lot of nations there that don't have freedom. Let's take a look at
So many
this.
people are out here today, so of course, because of the
I
devastation.
shouldn't have done that.
The
But whatever,
environmental
keep
devastation,
them
no
up.
less, the waters, the waterways, the rivers, the infrastructure.
What
that many people
rivers?
are on, the natural environment, the farmland, the animals. How have you sort of responded to the devastation that you've seen in Gaza over the past 2 years?
Well, I'm not an expert on that, but I will say people have been fighting there about the same pieces of land since I was a little kid. Since my parents were veterans of World War II, people have been fighting over it. So it's miserable. I mean, I don't want to get into commenting about politics, but there's something wrong when you have one country leveling another country, or no matter what started it. It's just easy to say. We'll have to send, the developed world will have to send relief aid to people in that area, and the sooner we get started, the better. It's a great question. I'm sorry I don't have a more thought-through answer, but the whole thing just makes you furious.
Finally, just as...
By the way, in the U.S., we had an agreement that we're not going to respect the establishment of religion, which is 18th century speak.
What?
We're going to leave religion out of a government. There's some value there, I think. I think that's a good idea.
He said nothing in the clip, and I don't necessarily hate it. I mean, I think it's I think he said absolutely nothing. There was nothing of value said by Bill Nye there. Literally nothing of value at all. I think he's pigeon-held, and he has to pussyfoot around what he says because he's, I think from what I understood, also Bill Nye's not a person I grew up with or care about. I didn't watch him growing up. A lot of my friends did, but I never cared about him. Never grew up with him. When I say I'm a Hooga Booga Cave person, I grew up as a Hooga Booga Cave person, ladies and gentlemen. I grew up like this. This. I didn't get Bill Nye the Science Guy. I grew up like this. I'm not joking. I'm being serious when I say it. So, I don't know. I'm very uncultured. So, him saying this shit, I'm like, it means nothing to me. He said nothing. He didn't say anything offensive, per se. Yeah, I guess that line of one country completely leveling another country could be interpreted as, like, offensive. And I'm not fucking offended. He's a fucking idiot. Who cares? What thing of value has Bill Nye the Science Guy said to me in my life ever that I will take him seriously on the complexities of the Middle East? Nothing. I've never heard anything, any commentary about him, about the Middle East. I believe he was pro Hillary Clinton during the Trump election. Tells me everything I need to know. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't necessarily a Trump boy then. It was my first election. I was like 19 or 20. But I definitely wasn't pro Hillary. Hillary Blumpton. Next meme? Oh, this is fucking great already. It's really good. All right, let's just watch it real quick.
ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. أراكم في البث. ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. أراكم في البث. ولا تصعر خدك.
تكشيفو, I have no words. I'm at a loss there. I gotta be honest with you. That's a losing battle. I don't even want to say anything. I'm just gonna let you go. 10 out of 10 meme, yeah? 10 out of 10. Great job, team. Thank you for sending me that clip. Ow.
Yeah, that was so
Fuck me.
funny.
I don't even know what. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. As a person who likes gay people, yeah, who doesn't want to kill gay people, and also likes Muslims, not jihadists, but Muslims, that clip, I can't win. There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say where that can be perceived as good from both. So I'm just going to reserve the right to be silent and let you, my beautiful audience, make your own beautiful judgments. Ladies and gentlemen, join the 109 Club. Look how nice his quality the merchandise is. Come on, and you get the infomercial at the end of the video. Have you
I
not
didn't
watched
think
it?
I was gonna actually
Thousands
get
of
the
people
ball,
have
but
bought
that was
merchandise.
really good.
Thousands! At the Shamal, Yossi! Yossi! Thousands, Yossi!
I got it. I got it,
Get
please.
the mug! You could be a white colonizer. You know what's nice about this mug? It's, you know, you're sitting at home. And you're sitting at home. Sometimes they cross the line. No, but you know, like, you don't have to be, it's not, like, this is a statement when you go outside. The back says 109 countries couldn't handle this, you know, it's like, see that? It's a bit provocative, and I get it, so it's not for everybody, but this isn't provocative. You sit at home, you know, you could have this at home. You may be in the office, depending on if you're in the Zionist office.
That almost
Not,
went
just
in, and
put it
I
on
don't
the
know
side.
how I even pinched
Or
that.
even just frontwards, just the dodo bird. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Shabbat shalom. Has this ever happened to you?
I should have picked that. I didn't take that on purpose.
What is this hesitation? You think Judah the Maccabee was hesitating when he's fighting for Israel? Here, take this. You think Queen Esther hesitated before stopping Haman from ending the Jews of Persia? Well, hey Habibi, you think Herzl thought he was a white colonizer as he Zionized the Jews of Europa?
Damn, I don't know how I saved that.
Listen, kid, I don't care if you're a Muslim, a Jew, or a Christian. You're a
Nice, he
Zionist.
did his part as
When
well.
a good Zionist goes to the travelingclad.com and buys some provocative merchandise. They do? Absolutely, a bitch shall. I have some incredible
I don't know,
designs for
I
you.
think I
Yellow
should have
Tape
just
promised
let
you
them
2,000
score
years
that.
ago. Here,
There's
take a
no
shirt
way
with a
here.
matching hat. For you, good price. They say they kick you for 109 countries. Here, join the 109 club.
Not
Take
really a
shirt,
way to
matching
stop it
hat.
from
For
going.
you, good price. Habibi, you want to Zionize? Here, take shirt, matching hat. You like Kuba Select Shel Safta? Here, take shirt, matching hat. Take sticker, take hoodie, take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take, good price. Yossi, Achi, he understands you, stop! A good Zionist goes to the travelingclad.com and buys merch. Yalla, Habibi, for you.
Good price.
If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.
I think it's a question of time until people in London, people come and say, you know what, I think you should give certain populations, certain areas to London and maybe make an autonomy.
Is that what you see for the future?
Sadly, I hope that will never happen, and I pray that that will never happen. Sadly, if you look at history, it looks like it's heading in that direction.
I am in Israel, and I am currently standing in an illegal settlement, an illegal Jewish settlement. You would have heard so much about these settlements back home, and we will hear back home that there can be no peace whilst Jews are moving onto these lands in illegal settlements. Now, in the distance there is the nearest Muslim Palestinian village to this land. It's quite a way away. So on these hills, there was nothing at all. Now there's a thriving
Nothing at
community,
all.
restaurants, schools, families, creches, a community coming together, bars, pubs, where they come to live off the land. But there was nothing here.
We're now going to meet one of the lead representatives of this community. I believe he moved here from America. It's quite strange when you think people are coming from across the world to live in these communities. We're going to go and meet him, ask him a few questions about what it's like living here, why he moved here, whether they have a right to this land.
Bro, I have to save everything with me.
Villages,
Yeah.
Jewish villages. Come on, let's go. AY, is that right?
AY, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. I
Can you
didn't
tell
realize.
me where we are?
Yes, we are here at Settlers Winery.
Settlers Winery.
Yeah, this is my winery. We planted the grapes here, and we make the wine, and we have a wine bar every Thursday night, live music. You can see the stage.
Okay, you wasn't born here in Israel?
I was born in California.
California.
California, United States.
And when did you come back here and why?
When I was 18, I moved here alone. As a Jew, you know, we have the right of return. And anybody, you know, you open the Bible, you read the Bible, you talk about this being our land and the Jewish people coming back. And we're back here. This is our home.
On this settlement that we're on, how many people live there?
In our community, there's about 130 families, I would say.
When did this open? When did it start?
Nice.
What happened was in year 2000, it was the second Intifada.
Not really great pass, so I'm not gonna say great
So
pass.
it's funny, they're sad, I would say. Over here, it's kind of like a
I gotta
TV show,
do
like
it.
seasons, you know, it comes back
I
first
hope-
Intifada, second Intifada.
Because we hear people on the streets of Britain calling for an antifada. What is it? What is an antifada?
I'd advise them to taste what an Intifada is. Intifada is a time where Muslim extremists come around and basically mass murder people, men, women, children, little kids. It's very sad, the roads.
So we understand the relevance of that. When there was an intifada here, that's a Muslim Arab village.
The sad thing is, so there's...
Bro, I
here
feel
we
like
have,
he
let's
was
say,
pretty
communities,
bad,
let's say there's
and
a lot
I'm
more left
kind of
politically,
annoyed at
and
that. But they were also pressuring
very
us
at
like
peace. They would even
crazy.
send some of their kids with, let's say, to kindergarten with their Muslim neighbors. And, you know, I'm with that. I'm with, you know, connecting and everything. The sad thing is as soon as the Intifada overnight, these communities, they couldn't even go outside of their homes. The roads weren't safe. The milk truck deliverer couldn't even deliver milk to their communities. For over a week, they were closed. And why was it? Their same neighbors, the same neighbors that they were friends with, all of a sudden, overnight, sadly turned on them. And they came out, and they couldn't even drive on the roads. That's the Intifada. That's why I don't suggest tasting what that is. But the sad and scary thing is, so like, you know, if somebody goes out to war, you know who your enemy is. But over here, it was from the inside, it was from their friends. And people that were, my wife is a nurse at a hospital. And she has her fellow nurse is a Muslim Arab. And they're friends. And all of a sudden, on October 7th, she sees on her friend's Facebook praising Hamas that murdered men, women, and children, and praising them to finish the job. Now, there was a couple of them. The one extremist was kicked out of the course, the other ones got a warning.
So you know how she thinks. You know how they think. And then you got to work alongside them.
After they kicked him out, so some of them were hiding. And I'm not saying everybody's bad. There's good ones too. There's a lot of good people. But so you have to be careful. But that's the scary reality that we live
Let's
in.
walk out here quickly. What does it mean that this is an illegal settlement? What's the difference? What does that actually mean?
It's really a politically illegal because we have everything. We have city planning. We have certain permits. I would say we pay taxes, a lot of taxes, more than other places even. But politically, I think we just saw yesterday in the media where, for example, Trump said, no, Israel will not annex Judea and Samaria.
And this is, where are we now? We're in
Judea
and Samaria.
We're very deep in Judea and Samaria, and that's the political, so really politically illegal.
I live in one that's not necessarily illegal, but I have friends who live on hilltops like this. I have a friend who built his
I think I'm gonna lose 9 if I win, and I'll lose 27 if I lose.
Israel's government. Why? Because technically he doesn't have the permits to build. It's not that the land was owned by someone before. It's not. It's Area C. Why aren't they being destroyed now? Because right now we're in a war. Right now we're in a war, and I think that there's a part of a movement in the government, the more far-right government, like Smotrich. People don't like that name, but he sees these places as strategic. If there's Jews like AY building here,
There's no
those Arabs right there, that's a wall of protection on the land of Israel, on the people of Israel. And so people aren't really, they're not destroying, the government's not really destroying them now. In these last 2 years, there have been things that have happened that aren't being destroyed.
So at the minute you've got what is described as a far-right government. If a far-left government was elected, then what?
This would be bulldozed. Well, no, far left government was elected. I mean, now the world is saying Palestinian state. This would be the place of a Palestinian state, meaning what's going to happen to all of the Jewish people who live in this area? It's going to be Gaza 2025. We left it. We kicked out Jewish people. We destroyed Jewish homes, and we left. And then what happened to Gaza? We've had this. We've tried it. So if we did that in the heartland, where from this hilltop I can see Tel Aviv, and I can see Jerusalem, if we said, you know what, far left government comes up and said, let's give back, even though I don't want to say give back because there was never a Palestinian country here, there was never a Palestinian king here, there was never a government that was a Palestinian government. But let's just say they decide to make a Palestinian state here in the heartland of Israel, what would happen? That would be handing our enemies, who clearly and publicly say they want to destroy us, all of the most strategic points in the country.
Wow, the next election in Israel is going to be pretty important.
Yeah, it is.
For the future, I guess, of peace, but the future of the Jews as well.
Elections here are a life or death thing, and I think, by the way, I think that...
We think our elections were...
Bro, that was so annoying to go
through. If these families who are living on here, 130 of them, living off the land, creating wine, living a beautiful life, maybe the end for them, depending on who's elected.
Not just them. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of Jews who are living in Judea and Samaria. Even the legal places. They're gone. And then you have like a couple of kilometers, like what, 20 kilometers long, the area of Tel Aviv, of Bat Yam, the central Israel, and now they're on the border of an enemy country that hates them.
And we're not talking about, we're actually talking, it's the state of Israel who knocked the Jewish houses down. It would be the state of Israel who would be closing these. And it was the state of Israel who in 2005 went into Gaza and forcefully dragged Jewish families out using the IDF to remove them from Gaza to give the Palestinians Gaza. Look how that worked out. Will they make the same mistake again in the coming years?
I don't think the Israeli people will allow it.
If you build here, it's politically illegal. What about for Muslim Arabs or Palestinians in that land over there? Can they build?
They can build whatever they want.
They can build what they want.
And then, you know what the sad thing is? I'll tell you something. You're from England, right? You pay taxes?
Yes.
What if I tell you that hundreds of millions of dollars, of pounds of your taxes come here to build in these villages? That water tower up there was built by European Union. You can see in a lot of the structures, they don't even hide it. They put like these little metal things with EU.
So Europe's taxes are funding those Muslim and Palestinian villages to be built and expand.
So I would say maybe like 10% goes to the people. The other 90% is stolen by
the Palestinian Authority.
By the Palestinian Authority.
Let me understand.
And that's not. That's
I need a boost. Like I can't play without boost.
Your government knows that also.
If you can
When Joe Biden
understand
was
that.
in power before Trump, they put sanctions. So you're an American, yeah? So Americans who had left America, like yourself, moved to politically illegal settlements like this. Let's understand what this is, just to make a point. This is just 130 families living together. You've built this from nothing. What was here before?
Nothing. There's
and now you've built wineries.
Yep.
You live off the land. You create wine nurseries. So he sanctioned it. What did that mean for people living here?
I'm so happy you asked that because that's exactly what it is. You know, I went to DC to the State Department, and I was like, so you know the settlers that you're sanctioning. So you called me a settler's youth. I'm a young guy. I live in a settlement. They're like, no, you're not. You're the regular ones. There's the monsters. I'm like, what do you mean the monsters? No, they're us. They're people. We're married. We have children. We send them to kindergarten. We live off the land. We study. We help the world. Try to give back to the community. And all of a sudden, one of the women here, she went in the morning to buy milk, and her credit card didn't work. And she didn't understand why. She called her husband. She's like, no, we don't have any debts or anything. And she didn't even know. Nobody even talked to her. Nobody even asked her.
How did he
Because the
get
Biden
there that
administration,
quickly?
they decided that her husband should be sanctioned And then the Israel banks had to go with that.
Why should he be sanctioned?
Because he lives in a settlement. It's a political thing. It's all political
Let me just point something
garbage,
out.
maybe? I don't know a better word for that.
Let me point something out then. So, the American administration
What
and
that?
government
I don't think
are
that would
sanctioning
have gone in,
and
but that
closing
was
They did. Only
crazy.
during the Biden administration.
They froze the banks, closed the banks, froze
They
them?
froze their
the money,
banks.
froze the money.
What happened was they did it in America, and then the Israeli banks don't want to be sanctioned. So the Israeli banks, they said, listen, we don't want to do it, but we if not, the American banks will sanction the Israeli banks, and we have no choice, and we have to do it.
And to understand, whilst that is going on, our taxpayers' money, American taxpayers' money, is being given to the Palestinian Authority, who have a policy of paying people to murder Israelis.
Pay for slaves. Well, yeah, that's another thing that President Trump closed down, which was USAID. You go in the villages here also, you see little signs of USAID. Now, it's funny because you see this like little road, right? And we looked into, now, you know, I built here, right? I built, you know, maybe $10,000, maybe. And I looked into it, it was like $600 million was given to it. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where did all the money go to? So first of all, it goes to the Palestinian Authority, to offshore bank accounts. Yasser Arafat, who's the head of the PLO, his daughter, they say, I don't know, but they say she's worth like $7 billion. I don't know, maybe, something like that.
The top two of the top 10 or 20 richest men in the world are the leaders of Hamas, no?
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but I know you can tell, you know, they're sitting in very nice hotels, living a good life there. But to really, like, to answer what you said, like, the pay to slay, that's the scariest thing. The pay to slay, the reason why it's so scary is the amount of money that the PLO, till today, they finance their terrorists. It depends on how many people they killed. So you had one terrorist that he was able to kill 3 babies. He'll get triple the amount of money a month than the one who only killed 1 baby. And this, I don't even understand how that's, forget about that, that's what the PLO is doing. But the PLO is being funded by the United States.
And Britain.
And Britain and the EU. So they're funding direct pay for slay terrorists.
So they're funding the terrorists, but yet this is sanctioned, this sort of community.
And then we're sanctioned. And we're building good lives here. By the way, you know, talk about maybe some people say the poor Palestinians. The Palestinians that make the most money and are able to support their families are the ones who work by us.
But the ones who work in Israel. About 20,000 used to come from Gaza to work in Israel.
Yeah, the ones who build the settlements.
Build these settlements. Palestinians build these settlements. So Palestinians work, they're paid money.
You drive by, you see who's the workers doing the roads. Now they'll get paid 3 or 4 times the amount, and they have a job. Then their peer that will be working in a Palestinian area, in a Palestinian store. Now, yes, they're the ones who build the settlements. They're the ones who.
Hey, Bacon.
Now, by the way, it's really sad because the Palestinians, for example, they used to work in the Middle East, in Kuwait, in Saudi Arabia. They were kicked out in the 90s. Why?
Because they were causing mayhem.
When Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait, and all the Arab League got together to condemn
I tried to escape, but he scored
a
so
group
that.
of people that not just they didn't condemn it, they stood on their roofs partying and cheering. Saddam, ya Habib, udrub Tel Aviv. They were cheering on Saddam when he was invading Kuwait.
I didn't mean to do that, but it
And that's
paid
when
off.
Kuwait's like, why are we giving these people money? And that's when they kicked them out. But don't worry, Israel came to save them, and we started giving them jobs in Israel.
You're here with your wife, you are a family man, you live in a settlement similar to this. You're in charge of 550,000 Jews who live in settlements like this. Are you afraid? Are they afraid? Do you live in fear?
No, we have 7 children. They walk along to the kindergarten, school, whatever. We live here, and it's about resilience. The people here, they believe that they are in their own land. And when you have your own house, you have to protect your house, but you're not allowed to be afraid when you live there. We live here in happiness, in hope, and the people here with very high resilience, and we're doing what we have to do. Good life.
Every man defends their castle.
Yeah.
We built these 4 cabins, Airbnb style.
They're what?
Like Airbnb style.
Airbnb style.
Style, not actually Airbnb.
No, of course, yeah.
That was a pretty fast goal, I think.
Oh,
103, yeah.
This is beautiful.
You know what makes it? It's the smell. What's the smell?
I don't know, I can't tell you all the tricks.
So this is a legal settlement. This is what they built on the land where nothing was. Let's go outside. Look at that view.
Solid.
So, do you mind if
I forgot what that
how much it
means.
cost to build this?
A lot of money. A lot.
And can you sell this?
No, there's no deed.
There's no deed. Oh, it's got the hot tub. Come on.
You could relax here. These are all my vineyards right here.
These are your vineyards. So let's look at the vineyards, yeah? So the community live off the land. You create wine. How much wine do you create from here?
Right now we're about 18,000 bottles, and we're hopefully moving up to 30,000 a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was here before?
Nothing. You can see kind of like the bedrock over there. It's just empty. That's what it looked
You
like.
see the rocks there? It was just rocks like that.
No, you see not even a tree. No trees. Nothing. Just bedrock. We cultivated the land. We broke the land. We put trees. We fought a lot of things. We fought weather. We fought the Arabs used to come middle of the night and just cut the trees down. Cut the trees. And I remember when I went to the media and I said, you know, I saw you put in the news a couple weeks ago about some olive tree that was cut down by settlers. And whatever, what didn't really happen, but they tried to say that happened. I'm like, here are the guys, they cut 1,000 trees. Full
1,000 trees?
Over 1,000 trees. And the media said, this is not me saying it, the person who I spoke to said, don't quote me. He said, listen, this is his words, not mine. He says, when a dog bites, it's not news. He says, we don't care about it. It doesn't matter to anybody. And I showed them pictures. I said, look at all these trees. We worked so hard on them. And we replanted. And then they came and they burnt it down. They did a fire. And again, nobody cared. No media, no money. They said, this is not news.
So you moved here.
We replanted again. And again. And this is it. And now we're making very good quality wine.
And they're expensive, these trees. It's not just time and effort. These are expensive trees.
I don't know. Can't even imagine. But it's, you know, it's nice because it's a family business. Children work on it. We give a lot of other
I'm
people,
playing this game too much.
a way to make a living.
But whatever.
on the land,
I like
making
it.
fruit, working hard, trying to be
I
constructive,
like it.
helping other people as well.
I
We have a lot of
don't
young people that
care.
come here in the evening, and they play music, they heal. A lot of
Oh
magic.
damn, they're probably better
Brighter,
than us.
bigger, better, brighter, happier future.
But I don't
No,
know.
let me ask you another question.
They're the same skill as we are.
So I asked that question to many of my
That's
guests.
the
and
thing,
answer
they're
that I
the
usually
same
get is
skill
for
as we
security
are, but
reasons,
they're
which
just
is a false
in a
answer.
local place.
It's a false answer. See, I just guessed. I presumed you'd want to be at the top of the hill for safety
Oh,
purposes, so you can
well.
see who's coming.
People presume.
Okay.
The truth is like this. When we came here, we took aerial pictures.
Okay,
Any
that's
land
fine.
that looked like maybe it was cultivated, that maybe there's an olive tree, that maybe somebody plowed, that maybe there was even a little like leftovers from goats that walked by, automatically that was categorized as private land, even though there's no deed. Private land, and that land we cannot touch. Only land that was never touched, desert land, which historically is always the top of the mountains, because you can't cultivate the top of the mountains. Only that is
That was annoying.
Now, I did my master's in Tel Aviv University, okay? And we had a course.
Also, it was
And
completely
one of the people
his
said there,
fault.
"Oh,
Maybe I
Arab,
could have
Arab.
reached, but it
He's
was his
settling
fault.
Palestinian land." There's an Arab Israeli girl in my class. She stood up and she said, "No, Tel Aviv University is occupying an Arab village, Sheikh Munis. There was a village here in Tel Aviv that was destroyed. Where Arab lived, he brought me to visit his home. I saw the bedrock there. There was nobody ever lived there."
So in the middle of this, the heart of this 130 families
This is
living off the land,
crazy.
is what
They're
you expect
pretty
in every little
good.
community that we have. A creche, a park, there's a little bar, there's a restaurant. When you look at
Doesn't
this, it's
mean
like
we're gonna
nothing was
lose,
here.
but it probably
Nothing.
does.
Now it's greenery, now it's wine fields, it's community, it's family.
What are you doing?
Kids playing. We hear so much, I just hear so much at home about the illegal settlements, the illegal settlements. Well, this that we walk around now is what they're talking about. One thing that's striking me is everyone I meet here, you seem incredibly relaxed, you seem incredibly happy. But just to point out, on these sorts of settlements, there have been many cases of Arab Palestinians coming in and murdering, butchering families. You seem very relaxed. Are you safe here? Do you feel safe here? Do you live in fear here?
Wow, that's not an easy question. First, very sadly, we've seen terrible tragedies that like you can't even imagine, like murdering babies, you know, in their bed with their mothers.
There was a case near here, right? There was a family, a Palestinian broke in, he killed the whole family, killed the 2 year-old kid.
Right near
The 11-year-old daughter come home, her whole
right
family.
near their cars on the road where there was like drive-by shootings, but then the terrorist gets out of the car, point blank shoots a mom and 2 of her daughters right in the face. Things unbearable, and these terrorists are in prison today. They're caught because Israel humanitarily catches them and gives them all the rights and everything, and the Palestinian Authority continues to pay them based on the amount of people that were killed. Saddest thing is these people are heroes in the Palestinian street. They're heroes. I have a village right next to me. They built a school. School is a good thing. But in the school, they had a question of what to name it. There's a discussion in the village. Each group wanted to be named after their martyr, their terrorists. But don't worry, they compromised. And they just called it the School of Martyrs.
That's in the Palestinian Arab village.
Yeah, right here. So imagine, what do you expect, or what can you expect when a little kid grows up and that's the school that he goes to?
How do you then, as a father, yeah, you live there, you've got your kids, you've got a family. How many kids you got?
62.
Do you know, they're not talking. No, you've got biological. Let me hear the story because you've got an adopted child. Tell me the story about your adopted child.
That's another story. That's another time.
Okay. So you've got 6 children. How do you relax as a father, knowing that there's an enemy around you? You don't have big fences. You haven't got big walls around you.
We have no fences.
Why?
There's no fences.
But why?
You guys are from England. Now, I'm not so good with the history here, but maybe you could help me out. Your original
What
founders,
is he doing?
there were people coming from where?
Okay.
So other countries, other areas, and they came to settle the land to look for a better future, right? Maybe then it was better hunting grounds, more green, better rain, less stormy. I don't know, the weather's not so good there. Maybe less snow. I'm from California. We went east to build a better future for our children. And that's why I'm here. We're here. Sometimes you're not supposed to look back, you're supposed to look forward. And the reason why, or, you know, maybe you say I'm calm, I'm happy, we're here to build a better, brighter, safer, and more positive future for our children. And that's why we're here. And that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're doing. My daughter got married to an amazing guy that she met here. And they're already planning on building a family, having children here.
What is
in this community?
They're in like the next community.
So they're getting a little bit away from Dad.
Exactly, but they'll come back. They'll come back. Don't worry.
We hear so much back home.
Bro, it's your fault
We have these
that I want to see the.
What would you say to a British audience who listens to the media, listens to the demonisation, listens to the accusations made against the illegal settlements, one of which we're standing in now?
I think it's
I think my teammate was pretty bad, but I know that isn't a good example of it actually. That
People come and say,
specific
you know what, I think
example.
you should give a certain population, certain areas to London and maybe make an autonomy.
Is that what you see for the future?
That, sadly, I hope that will never happen, and I pray that that will never happen. Sadly, if you look at history, it looks like it's heading in that direction.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think
Whoa, what the
in
fuck?
Europe,
That
in
was
Britain,
terrible.
this is a strong nation,
That was
strong
actually
people. Why do
terrible.
you think we've just recognised the Palestinian terror state? Why do you think that is? Why do you think from the outside looking at Great Britain?
So I meet a lot of British people, and I love the British people. I think they're very good. I don't think that the Prime Minister they recognize actually represents the people. Maybe he did it to either get away from some scandals that he's involved, or maybe he did it because to get some type of popular Islamic vote, maybe, not for the right real reasons. Not just that, I mean, you know, you see the bluff. There's many places. If you go to the Sahara, right? Why didn't you recognize the Sahara Desert against the Western Sahara against Morocco? What about the Kurds? You have like 20 million Kurds in Turkey, and you have millions in Syria and Iraq. And in Iran, they want their own country, and they're actually an ethnic group with a language, with an actual government that works. But one of the things you need for a government is you need to have people, and you need to be able to control the people. There's many places that have that. You didn't care about them. What about Darfur in Sudan? Sudan is butchering the Darfurians. There's Muslims butchering Muslims. Nobody cares about them. And they actually have a region, they have a people, they have a government. Why not allow them to rule their own government? But then he picks the Bedouins in Sinai right here. They want to govern their own area. But then he picks a small group that doesn't even actually able to govern. So who did he recognize? Did he recognize Hamas in Gaza? Or did he recognize the other 25 groups that
Bro, I don't know, this isn't making me kind of mad.
Gaza?
I don't know what that
Which
was.
part of the group, under what people did he recognize? And
But I
maybe,
think
you know,
I don't know, that might have
until,
been my fault.
until 1948, there's in Judea
Islam.
and Samaria, there's about 10% Christian Arabs. Today, how much percentage is there?
Got how much?
Less than 1%. In Israel, you still have 10% Christian Arabs.
It's growing, no?
It's the only country in the Middle East that the Christian Arab population is growing and not getting smaller. In Israel.
The real genocide. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
God bless. Thank you for coming out here.
As I currently walk through the Muslim quarter of Jerusalem, we've come on this trip, as we do with all of our journalism, we have no large donors, contrary to the nonsense you hear. We struggle with our work.
Nonsense you hear.
Produce, if we can grow our team, if we can become an even bigger media empire, if you want to support our work, if you value the work we do, the work we do is to bring you the other side of the story the mainstream media don't tell you. The truth on the ground, on the streets, in the towns, in the cities, in the UK, in different countries. Next we go to Poland. We've got lots of content. I need to get my next documentary done. If you've watched any of our work, it can't be done without you. We are by the people, for the people. That's who I work for you. Yeah? You make it possible. If you've donated, I want to say thank you already. If you haven't donated and you want to support our work, please do. We need your support. You can do so at supporttr.co.uk. Help us smash their narrative. Help us wake up the world. Thank you.
I have no idea what my teammate was doing there. Oh, this is really making me mad. They're actually still winning and... Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
You cannot stop them! A thing of beauty! The grade A strikes again! What an effort!
Oh my god.
Box office material! Matt Clem! Roof set!
Introducing NinjaTrader Prop, a platform built for the realities of prop trading, with powerful tools to help you perform, pass, and get funded. Trade wherever, whenever. Customize your setup with workspaces and strategy automation. Trade directly from integrated trading view charts. Built-in risk management tools.
I don't know if I want to work
From
today.
evaluation to payout.
I have
Make
a
NinjaTrader
job
Prop
at
your
DoorDash.
Visit
So I don't need them.
prop.ninjatrader.com today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your Baghdadi, Tal the Traveling Clad, coming to you live from the land of Israel. I thought I would start one of these videos with Tarbush on, or with a fez. How do you feel about it? I'm using it as a prop for a video. I don't know why my microphone keeps disappearing behind my AI back. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Technical difficulties. It's your favorite pro-Palestine meme show. Let's take a look at the clips. It's going to be so exciting to watch these clips together. And if you want to be a Baghdadi just like me, you can get the merch down below in the description at thetravelingclad.com. Yes, this is an actual shirt that I sell. Baghdadi. If you're an Iraqi Jew, you have to own it. All right, let's take a look at this clip. Gaza refugee has a total meltdown over her neighbor's Halloween decorations. Fuck Westerners, fuck white people. All right, let's take a look.
I just want to ask, is this okay? Is this like how holidays look like? This is like just across the street from my sister's. Like, is this fucking okay? What's the fun about it? Like, what is the fun about it? What is civilized about it? What is holiday about it?
I also
Fuck
need
you,
food.
like white people. Fuck you, like Westerners.
But
and
he's not
West.
doing anything.
I don't know what to say. Like, fuck everyone. I just want to ask, is this okay?
I don't know. Here's a
Is
suggestion.
this
Why not
okay?
leave? Egypt doesn't have anything like that. You guys just murder each other on the streets. But Egypt, God forbid, it wouldn't have anything like that. You guys just go and blow up Coptic churches every once in a while, just for the fun of it. God forbid Egypt would have something like that. Egypt, just has ISIS on their literal borders in Sinai. Or a constant threat of the uprising of the Muslim Brotherhood, which I don't know would do probably way worse. Fuck it, who cares, right? Egypt? Go back. Why don't you go back to Egypt? It's not like Egypt has anything bad going on. I don't know. It's just a suggestion. I feel like it makes a lot of sense, but is it actually cooler for you guys to see me without the microphone? Let's do the next clip. Technical difficulties here. I'm just trying to do this with the fez on. Let's go.
That was good. Really?
Just to understand, I didn't even read it. Shaima Dalali is one of the most disgraceful figures ever seen in Islamist activism on campus. Another hideous racist shouter. See her in the red hijab at King's College. She was most rightly pitched out by NUS. This is where City University is in October 2025. We'll watch the other video right underneath after a second. Trying to understand where this goes. Alright, for the sake of this, I don't know if any of us can keep doing this. It's too long. It's too long, we can't watch this whole thing. It's too much. But what I will say is, well, let's watch this one more clip and then I'll give you my thoughts.
Hey everybody, join us tomorrow at City Academy for a brilliant game exciting event where we've got speakers Hassan Abdullah, who's co-founder of Islamic Identity, followed up by Sheikh Jalali, a non-apologetic advocate for community and equality. We've got Leah Mohammed, who is a brilliant Palestinian activist, and finally, Mohammed Ahmed, who is a co-host on the Thinking Muslim podcast. Hope to see you all there, inshallah, tomorrow.
I want to latch on to one thing that you said. Unapologetic advocate for community and equality. I want you to understand what equality means under an Islamic worldview, yeah? So, for example, if I was a pick-me Jew, right, who said, I'm down for the cause, I'm down for free Palestine, let's do free Palestine, okay? Let's say I say that. I'm an Arab Jew, I identify with free Palestine, I wanna coexist. What does equality look like for me? Just to break down that one talking point for a second. Equality looks like for me, hey, if you have 22 Arab states, I would like to have one Jewish state. So I'm about Palestinian rights, I'm about a Palestinian state. Is that okay? Can I have a Jewish state? They say, no, you can't have a Jewish state. Why? Because it's Arab Muslim land. It's like, okay, so what if I converted to Islam? Could I then have a Jewish state? No, because it's Muslim land. You see, the narrative from them, they'll use your talking points in the West and things that touch onto your heartstrings, right? They will latch onto the things that make you tick, all right? They're They're gonna do what makes you tick, what makes you react well. But in reality, it's just
Nice.
it's just fake. There's nothing there behind it. And as for the chanting crowd, what I would say is, okay, this is the most important thing.
Oh,
I
best.
think it's
Yeah, I
time,
don't
personally,
think.
I'm all about freedom of speech. I want people to be able to express themselves, but I think it's time to ban Free Palestine as a movement. It seems it's
Freedom of hijab.
become
Freedom of hijab.
it has become a lie.
We might honestly have that
It has
in
become
the future.
harassment. It's really, really, really bad.
That sounds dumb.
So I think it's time to
Imagine a
start
place
banning
with
it.
no freedom of hijab.
You're not
Can't
protesting for
wear
anything
hijab.
anymore. There's no meaning behind the movement. It's literally just harassment of people who don't subscribe to Arab Islamic supremacy in the Middle East. That's all it is. That's all. There's nothing there left anymore. Let's take a look at this next clip.
You can go to Palestine and see how they treat you there. They don't like gay people. If they'll throw you off a fucking bridge, people who hate you, who would burn you to death and use you as an example. Go ahead, touch me with that flag. I will rip it out of your head. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of anybody. Okay?
I love it. You're awesome. Keep it up.
You can go to Palestine and see how
But isn't this a fucking annoying ass guy? Isn't that guy that was on Tim Pool's show, Charlie Kirk's friend? What was his name? I'm forgetting his name. He has a Jewish name. Alex Stein? Is it Alex Stein? Isn't he the guy who just always shit talks Israel all the time? I don't understand these woke right people. I really don't get it. They have no moral background. They're literally just like the left. Like there's no morality behind them. They're just, and when I say the left, I mean the far left. They're just. I'm sorry. I know. I'm supposed to be focusing on the main point that this young lady said, which is true. She's 100% right. But like, what the fuck is with these people? Why is he here? Unless I'm getting it wrong. Unless it's not him. If anybody can confirm to you, I think it is
go
Alex
to
Stein.
Palestine and see how they treat you there. They don't
Looks like him. Sounds like him.
If they'll throw you off a fucking bridge, people who hate you, who would burn you to death and use you as an example. Go ahead, touch me with that flag. I will rip
What is
it
he
out
all
of your
giddy
head.
about?
I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of anybody.
No, that's the next.
Keep it up.
You can go.
I think that is him. I don't get it. What the hell is he cheering on for? He literally shit talks Israel all the time. I don't know, man. The world is faltering. She's 100% correct, though. I mean, like, I really do think that more people need to be speaking up against.
No, I think that might have gone in, but I don't.
To be fought against.
It might have. I'm
They're
not
coming
sure.
onto the
though.
streets to harass you and fight you and make you feel bad and shame you. You guys don't need to tolerate it anymore. You don't need to tolerate it. The war's over, right? We're all at peace.
You hit it
Isn't that
that
what
way.
happened? There's no more genocide, right?
We literally
Same
lost
genocide
that because
to
you
maintain
didn't
the
hit
population
it.
of lions,
hard.
iPhone 17
Okay, that was good.
fucking baboons in civilian territory. That genocide is over, ladies and gentlemen. It's done.
Fucking
Tucker
nine.
Carlson gets really triggered when questioned about his financials. I wonder why that is. Let's see.
I don't understand it because it makes no sense. Like you're worth $50 million.
He takes shots.
30 to 50.
Get off the fucking internet, son. Don't stop believing that stuff.
Oh.
$50 million?
Go back to cable news.
Sorry.
No, but I'm just look.
Okay, you're too annoying. So I like the last chick who like disagreed with me, and then we could have like a normal conversation.
All right.
But you're like telling me you're worth $50 million. What?
Okay, you got real defensive there. I just read a number that's like a lot of money. Jesus Christ, calm down.
Don't use that phrase.
You're worth.
We're done.
I mean, guilty as charged.
Elon. Elon.
No, you can't. Not after you say that. Leave.
Guilty as charged, Tucker Carlson. Jesus Christ, it's
Tucker
true. You are
Qatar.
fucking taking money from Qatar. And Nima Yamini right here, Qatar National Bank. There it is. There it is. This is everything you need to know. This is everything you need to know. How do you know he's guilty? Defensiveness. Get defensive, you're guilty. We know. We have another clip apparently from the same Turning Point USA thing with Tucker. Seriously, what is going on with Tucker? This kid asks a question about our foreign policy and simply states, your dad was in the CIA, to which Tucker replies by threatening various times to kick his ass. Let's see.
I don't know what happened, but he was just AFK. Yeah, I'm happy that's not the same anymore.
You know, we're still giving a shit ton of money to like Israel and
Yeah,
Ukraine. Nothing is happening. You know, the war's not stopped. He promised it'd be done in a day, and it's I don't know how many months, 8 months or something like that. it's a long time. Your dad was in the CIA, and I was wondering, does our government even
I can't believe I didn't hear that.
do they want conflicts to end?
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Interest where we're getting told one thing and the other is happening, and I feel like there's not enough communication between different sects of government, and I really think the deep state's controlling everything, and we have no control.
Well, let me start at you know, obviously you probably sense that I agree with a lot of that. Obviously leave my father out of it. I'm gonna have to put your ass, which I could do, by the way, if you bring him up again, because he was a wonderful man. Whatever, you know, he did.
If I could do a double touch there, that would have been crazy.
I sometimes think Ami Kozak's impression of Tucker Carlson is more Tucker Carlson than the real Tucker Carlson. Does anybody else agree with that? I mean, the guy's unhinged. But listen, we've seen Candace Owens this week really falter. I mean, she's really lost her shit. I believe the same will happen for Tucker. He's not okay in the head. He's deranged. He's got a demon inside of him, as I've been saying. They've all got a little bit of demons inside of them. And they
I tried doing it there on
desperately.
purpose.
They're not going to get it. That's the problem.
Because I thought they could have time, but if it goes through the edge,
Continue acting
maybe
like
it's
absolute
not
buffoons. That's the
possible for
problem.
them to get it.
Once a buffoon, always a buffoon. Let's get into the next clip. This is from the UK House of Commons. House of Commons? I think that's what it's called. Muslim MP throws a tantrum.
Deputy Speaker, Maccabi Tel Aviv's racist fan hooliganism cannot be separated from Israeli militarism. Many of these fans are active or former soldiers who have taken part in Israel's genocide in Gaza.
I have to say,
Israel's genocide in Gaza.
people of Birmingham no favours with that sort of rhetoric, blaming, in many cases, British citizens who happen to support Maccabi Tel Aviv for actions that are taking place in the Middle East. Conflating being Jewish and Israeli, I have to say, I'm afraid, is in itself anti-Semitism. I think she should take more care with her remarks.
Is it an appropriate point of order? Zara Sultana, point of order. On a point of order, Madam Deputy Speaker, in my question to the Secretary of State, I clearly stated that Maccabi Tel
My questions are polite.
inextricably linked to the Israeli state, which is an apartheid state. The boycott of apartheid regimes, such as apartheid South Africa, is a legitimate political stance. To label such a position as anti-Semitic, as the Secretary of State did, is entirely false and dangerous. And the way the Secretary of State has referred to me and my colleagues is also laced with Islamophobia.
Order, Ms. Sultana. I do not have to repeat myself more than once. This is a continuation of the debate. The statement, the UQ, forgive me, has concluded. I will give the ministers a few moments to swap over as we move on to the education state.
Division 4, let's go.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. They're going to keep doing it. You need to understand, United Kingdom. They're going to keep trying to infiltrate your political system. And that's just that Mrs. Sultana over there is just one example of many that will be coming out of the woodworks. And eventually, when they realize that you shut them up there, they will try to take over so they can keep spewing their hatred. You've got to do something about the core issue. You've got to do something about the core issue. It is coming for each and every single one of you. You need to do something about it. You must. You're out of time. You're late. It's over. We're over time now. You need to get them out of the way. You have to. They do not respect your way of life. They don't respect what you believe in. They don't respect your laws, your politics. They don't. And it is pinpoint anti-Semitism, and it is pinpoint, and I don't throw that word around lightly anymore, but it is. It is pinpoint hatred of the Jewish people to conflate a people who are playing in a soccer match to, I just wonder if Mrs. Sultana is also banning the people from Sudan from coming to the UK for the ongoing genocide in Sudan or in Somalia.
She's not.
I fear that she's not. Let's take a look at this last clip.
The white man came over to America and stole this land from the Native Americans.
We didn't steal
It was
anything.
their land. Yes, we did.
We took it, we didn't
Yes, we
steal
did.
it.
Then you should leave.
I was brought here by my ancestors, unfortunately.
You can go back.
Guess what? No, I can't.
We will set up a GoFundMe for you.
I cannot. No, you cannot get a citizenship outside of the U.S. In another country unless you have bloodline ties.
You don't have to stay on this
When
soil
my oldest
land.
graduates, we're leaving.
Where are you going?
Probably Germany because that's where my blood.
That's where your bloodline comes from?
And that's the only place I can get
very
to.
good, very
Yeah,
good.
that's not
You would
easy.
choose to go to Germany.
I would choose
no kings, no dictators.
I would choose for
but
free
my
healthcare.
bloodline comes from Germany, and I want to go back to Germany. You want to talk about this land being stolen? You know what happened in Germany, man?
You
want to
what?
be on that land? Up to you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to be on that land? That's okay. You know what they did to Jews there? That's your descendants? That's up to you.
Apologizing to the Germans.
The Germans are the victims.
The Germans are the ones who recognize the issues that the Jews had with other people and the entitlement that they had with their religion, and so now they're committing genocide in order to land grab, just like the United States did.
She said we should be apologizing to Germany. I've never seen a Hitler apologist before in my life. Anything else you want to say?
Where they came from instead of taking over a land that didn't belong to them and murdering people en masse.
Ma'am, you can leave the country right now.
And I'm leaving the country in December.
Leave right now. I'll fund it for you. Why would you stand here on stolen land like this? How dare you?
Because I have no opportunity to go until my kids graduate from high school.
Click the like button if you would fund a ticket for her. We could even set up a donation link.
Multiple tickets. I have a family. Thank you.
Yeah, we could fund all of that for you. So message me on Instagram. We're going to set up a GoFundMe. We'll get you as many tickets as you need so you do not have to be here on this stolen land, okay? As I was walking away, she said, "You're in a fascist cult." I'm not the one saying we should apologize to Germany. Because people were, saying terrible things about what they did years ago. So, that's her bloodline. Respect if that's her bloodline, where she comes from. At least she's respecting her family and stuff. So, I can't blame her too much. She respects her ancestors. And how dare people just be so mean to these Nazis? I can't believe it. Her grandpa was probably so upset with the things they were calling him.
I don't. That's Florida. That's the state I grew up in. I can tell. I can just look at it and I know it's Florida. It's concerning. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think usually about the dissonance that it takes to connect back to Hitler, but there was a pretty. She was pretty ecstatic about Hitler there. It's interesting. It's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. Help me fight it. Help me fight it. Become a white colonizer. It helps support the channel. Become a Baghdadi. It helps support the channel. I'll see you in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class. Have you struggled with repping your Zionism in style? Well, boy, do I have a solution for you. Head to thetravelingplaid.com and become a sweet Zionist prince or princess today. Or maybe even let the world know you're a white colonizer with matching hats. Tell the comment section you were thrown out of 109 countries by joining the 109 Club with a matching hat. They say it was promised to you 2,000 years ago. Double down and grab a shirt that was promised to you 3,000 years ago with a matching hat. Ever dreamed of Zionizing like me? Do it with a matching hat, damn it. Show off your Iraqi pride by being someone's Baghdadi or showing them you were made in Iraq with a matching hat. It's time to laugh in the face of those who attack us. Wear their hate with pride and you become untouchable. TheTravelingClad.com. We got mugs, stickers, shirts, hoodies, and so much more. Go grab yourself something nice, Habibis and Habibis.
Yeah, I got it.
You deserve it. If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.
Shit. My problem. My fault. It's his stuff. That's crazy. I'm losing a lot of rating. Oh, I'm not that much down actually. But it's weird that he had a platinum 3 on his team. Oh yeah, he was diamond 2 and yeah.
This is what the world's most advanced PC looks like. And this is what the world's most advanced PC feels like. This is what we do at Digital Storm.
A lot of times people try to base their journeys off of what other people are doing, but that's not my story. This is walking in my own footsteps.
Purdue Global is an investment in your future. It's furthering your education and doing it in a way that's on your terms.
I wasn't just doing this to get a piece of paper or to walk across the stage. I wanted this to better myself, my community, my family.
Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Hey gamer, today I want to prove a point. Back in 2016, I downloaded Rocket League. Back in 2017 is when I made the musty flick. Fast forward to 2022, after years of grinding, I was officially a professional Rocket League player. Come to think of it, I never even got scored on one time. However, my Rocket League career might not be as spectacular as I'm making it seem. I was on arguably the best Rocket League team in the world, but I was only a substitute. You see, I never even had an opportunity to get 1 second of playing time, let alone step on that stage in front of a crowd and win a match. But my dreams aren't over just yet. I'm gonna create my very own Rocket League LAN tournament, play in it, and once and for all prove that I can be one of the best Rocket League players in the world to fulfill my childhood dream. And not only that, I want to win, and I'm gonna win in the best way possible. I want to be the captain of the team and break the world record for the most wins at a single Rocket League LAN tournament. Now you may be wondering how the heck I'm gonna pull this off. To be honest, I'm not sure yet, but I'm sure I can make it happen with a little bit of help. First, we need to find and confirm a tournament location to attempt this record-setting event. 2, I need to handpick my dream team that can help me solidify the record of most wins. 3, it's pretty obvious, but I need to figure who the heck I'm gonna play against. 4, confirm how many matches we need to win in order to break the world record. And finally, it can't be official without an official trophy or plaque for the record-breaking achievement. And I figured who would be a better partner to help me pull all this off other than Rockstar Energy. They are a brand who's always down to make big things possible, so huge shout out to Rockstar for helping me make the biggest video ever on the channel. Okay, with the partner checked off the list, it's time to start building my dream team. I got Garrett G, otherwise known as Captain America, 6'7", handsome. He's gonna be the anchor of this team. Asphora, the glue of the team. Supersonic legend and ready to bring the good vibes. He also has a hit song on Spotify. West, team manager and coordinator to make sure things go smoothly. And lastly, myself, taller than Garrett and just a kid with a big dream. With the team confirmed, we need to know how many matches we need to win in order to break this record. And after a few days of digging, I found that in 2018, Cloud9 achieved a whopping 26 wins in Las Vegas during the Season 6 World Championship with their legendary lower bracket run. This is a legendary...
I'm done with Rocket League for now. I might go back to it. Bye guys.
Until now. Our goal is to